Welcome back, Glam Dolls, and welcome if you are new to my channel. I just want to say I have now been on YouTube for almost 1 month, and I am growing very slowly, but I am growing. So I want to say thank you to everyone who has supported me so far. And we are over halfway to my first 100, and at 100 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a huge giveaway. If we reach it within the next month, I'm going to be doing the Subculture palette by ABH. If not, I'm going to be doing whatever big palette is out at that time, plus a lot of other little gifts. So tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your cousin, tell your sister, tell your brother, subscribe to me so we can get to that palette giveaway. So anyway, guys, we are going to be doing today's video on making your skin look fabulous using drugstore makeup. It does not matter if you have high-end makeup or drugstore makeup. You can make your skin look fabulous no matter how effed up it may be. I have everything going on that you can imagine. I have cystic acne going on right here, right now. I have huge pores, textures, sunspots, bags for days, discoloration. I have the whole works, wrinkles, laugh lines, all of it. So once you hit your 30s, ladies, you know, or even if you haven't hit your 30s yet, this stuff can start in your 20s too. And you can have issues in your teens as well, Lord knows. So I'm going to teach you guys right now how to fake fabulous. We're going to learn the whole power of makeup. So stay tuned, guys. Hey Glam Dolls, let's get into it. So first I start off by pulling my little hair back and clipping it back. Let's get it out of the way. I already moisturized, but let's go ahead and prime our face using Baby Skin by Maybelline because we want that baby skin. So we're going to put about a dime size amount and rub it in between your fingers and then start patting it in. Do not rub, pat. This way it'll fill out all the textures and your pores. And now we're going to go in with foundation. I'm using L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and I'm mixing 102 and 106. It actually gives me the perfect color, believe it or not. 104 and 105 just didn't work, and neither did 103. So mix these two and it gives me the perfect color. And I put way too much on my face, so I actually end up taking some of it off, but I dab this in. It is so full coverage, you guys. You only need about half of what I used, if that. So I ended up, like I said, wiping some of it off on my beauty blender and just dab it in. I love it because it dries down and I don't need a setting powder for it, but you can use one if you'd like. Next, most importantly for me, is concealer. I've got dark circles and bags, and I love this Rimmel concealer because it is so brightening and it's not heavy at all. So I use it in a triangular shape under my eyes and just blend it out with my beauty blender and use whatever's left on the beauty blender and take that on my eyelids and in the center of my forehead and down my nose and chin just to brighten it up. My foundation dry down faster. I normally use a fan, but look at this cute little fan my son made me because he knows I like to use it to dry down. So I'm using this to help speed up the process. Taking Laura Mercier Hydra Perfect Translucent Powder. If you want more coverage, use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, but I'm going to go in with this Hydra Perfect powder with a big fluffy brush and just set it down slightly. You don't need a lot, but I do in my T-zone because I get really oily. If you like the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder, then you will love this Hydra Perfect. So next up, I'm using the Wet n Wild Contour Palette and Highlight Palette. This is my absolute favorite one from the drugstore. It's such great coverage. It reminds me a lot of Kat Von D's contour palette. So I'm just taking this e.l.f. contour brush and lining it up in the hollows of my cheek and on my forehead, to fake cheekbones and to fake a smaller forehead. And then we're gonna blend this out when we do our bronzer. I'm going to take this angled brush with the highlight and set the eyelids and set underneath my eyes and just brighten it up a little bit more. And it gives it a little bit more coverage than the translucent powder would. I'm going to take this Physicians Formula bronzer. It's in their Airbrush Face line, and it gives such a natural bronze look with also making your face look a lot smoother. I absolutely love this line, you guys. I'm going to take Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in their apricot color. This has such a light sheen to it. It is absolutely stunning and will give you a light glow. Alright y'all, for highlight, I'm going for a natural look. I'm using the Wet n Wild Color Icon Reserve Your Cabana. I love this one because it's a little more glow from within like, and when you have texture and pores, a lot of these highlights will accentuate that, and this one does not because it's such a light highlight. And make sure you don't bring it all the way down your cheek because you don't want to highlight those pores. For eyeshadow, I'm using two different palettes. I'm using the City Mini palette in Rooftop Bronzes and the Milani palette in Earthy Elements. And I'm taking that golden brown in my crease. We're just going to do a really simple, easy look just using two different colors. So we're going to use the light golden brown in the crease to create a little bit of a transition shade. And then we're going to take this medium brown color. It's the second darkest one in the palette, and just pop that on the eye line and the rest of the lid, and we're going to just marry those together and blend them together. Like I said, we're just doing this real quick, a little sloppy, but you won't be able to tell in the end. Use my pinky finger with this light highlight shade and just pop that on the inner corners of my eyes to open that up a bit. And then I'm going to take the light brown or golden brown color from the Milani palette and run that across my bottom lash line. And for me, at least, this helps open my eyes up a little bit more, and it just blends the top eyeshadow with the bottom and makes my eyes appear a little bit bigger because I have such hooded eyes. Then I'm going to take an angled brush and take the dark brown that I used and just take that about halfway through the bottom lash line for a little more definition and blend that up with the dark color on the top lid line. Chose not to do any eyeliner. I'm just popping some L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara on. I chose not to do eyeliner because a lot of times eyeliner can actually make your eyes appear smaller for a lot of people. So I chose to leave that step out because we have the dark eyeshadow to accentuate. And then we're gonna go ahead and use my eyelashes and duo glue. I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispies and my dark duo glue. The dark duo glue will create a little bit of a dark line anyway. It'll fake a little bit of an eyeliner and kind of blend it all together. But like I said, that dark eyeshadow is enough definition for me. I don't need a ton of eyeliner around it too. And these eyelashes I like because they're pretty natural, but they still give me you know, a lot more eyelashes than I have. So we'll just pop these on the eyes. Oh, and by the way, I decided to do my eyebrows off camera in between the last couple steps. My eyebrows take a long time, so I just wanted to pop them on there real quick. I'll do a video on my eyebrows another day. So next up, let's go ahead and make our lips look nice and juicy and plump. So I'm going to take this NYX Suede lip liner in this nude color. Sorry I didn't grab which color it was. Bad Desiree. But I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. I also go in after I'm done lining the outside and create these little lines. I do one right in the center of my bottom lip and then two on both sides right underneath the points of my top lip, and this will make your lips look a little bit fuller. And then I do a little bit on the outsides and darken it in. Then I'm going to take Pink Sugar by Wet n Wild Matte's line. I love these lipsticks. They remind me like they're just like MAC lipsticks. I'm not even kidding. The quality is so good. I love this one. It looks like Myth from MAC, except I looked a little too dead on my lips. I look like the dead girl. So I went in with Bare It All to give it a little bit more color, but it was still looking a little bit too light for me, but I said, oh well, pretty much. And then I went in with this Rimmel lip gloss and just went over it to make them look a little more juicy and plump. Last but not least, we're using the Maybelline Master Fix Spray. The more dewy your face looks, the younger you look. The older we get, the more of that dewy look we lose. So that's a great way to fake younger skin. Dolls, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. As you can see, I took my skin from looking like Scary Spice to looking a little more like Baby Spice and looking a little more refined. So you can have great skin and, you know, look like full glam using, you know, drugstore products and being on a budget. So if you liked this tutorial, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring my bell. Ring my bell. I know, lame. I'm still gonna be lame forever, you guys. All right, have a wonderful evening. Bye, guys.